Hello everyone. Yeah, so today I thought I'd go through the controls for the hedge cutter. You've seen it in a fair few videos now, so I thought I'd go through the controls and what makes it move and what does what. So got the PTO in gear at the minute and I'm at 1300 revs. Now I do change that. I sometimes run it in 1000 on the PTO and I end up working at about 1050 revs. Now today I'm cutting through some thicker stuff and it's not that a tractor can handle it. It's sort of the hedge cutter tends to die a bit when you're going through thicker stuff in 1000 PTO. So yeah, so we're at 1300 revs, PTO in, and these are the controls. Now this is the control for, this is a Bomford Hawk 6.5T, and I think this joystick is kind of a one-size-fits-all affair because there's some buttons on here that don't do anything on our hedge cutter. So right, we'll go to the basics. So this is your joystick. I'll go through the range of movements. Pull back on the joystick. Shoot with the head. Pull back on the joystick. Comes up. Push forward. Head comes down. Now this bit's back to front at the minute because I'm just about to have a new wiring loom fitted onto the hedge cutter, so this function is actually back to front because there's a problem in the wiring somewhere. So if I push it inwards, so if I push it to the right like that, the hedge cutter will move out like so. Now normally that's the opposite way around, it's probably going to confuse you. Now if I push it away that way like so, the hedge cutter comes back in. It's meant to stay level. When you're pushing left or right, it's meant to stay level, but it doesn't. When you come in with it, when you bring the hedge cutter close to the tractor, it creeps upwards a little bit. When you shove it further away, it dives down. Right, so let's move it out. So you can also twist it. So if you can see my fingers there, I'm twisting left and right, and by twisting it, you tilt the head. So you tilt the head that way, and then you tilt the head that way. Now there's quite I'll go right round till it stops. So you can see there's quite a lot of travel on there. That's practically upside down. So we'll get it back flat again. Now there's a little button on the top here. If I press that button and pull it that way, the extension, so if you can see, so there we go, you can see now it's retracting back in, and if I want further reach, I push the button in, push the lever, and it comes back out, and that's for when I want to get further reach. Now if I push the button in again and pull backwards, hedge cutter will swing round. Now if I push the button again, push it forward, she swings back around. Now I'll generally use that if I'm going down really tight lanes. I'll have it tucked back a little bit so I can bring it really tight into the tractor without risk of hitting the mud guard at the side there. So the buttons on here that I actually use, see if you can see them. This one here turns the flail on, so starts it turning. So if I press that and hold it, it'll turn green, which will make me out to be a liar. Now let's turn the flail on, so it's all spinning round nicely. Right, so go back again, press that one, stops it, turns it off. Now these two, you can change the direction of travel. but that's not an hours, that's an optional extra. So even though I'm pressing that button and it's saying the head's going round that way, it's not. I've actually got it going back on itself. It's going around that way. We don't use that button. We don't use that button. This here is your float. So you press that button and it releases the pressure in the hydraulic lines and the cylinders and lets the main boom of the hedge cutter contour to the ground. So if I press that now, so I've pressed it, so I've no hands on the control, it's lowered itself down. Now the one next to it here, that's a float option for the head. So if I press that, it releases the pressure. You can see the head's dropped down now and it's perfectly parallel to the ground, and it'll float nicely across uneven surfaces. Now the hydraulic accumulator on this hedge cutter, I think, is a bit down on pressure, so when I do use this float, if the terrain's a little bit too uneven, it springs back. When I say spring back, I mean the hedge cutter folds in on itself. It's like a safety thing to stop you from bending everything, so I don't really tend to use that function. And then this here is the emergency stop. Push that button, everything stops. Cuts the power, everything stops. So if you're in a real pickle, hit that and it's done, it's stopped. So yeah, so they're the inside controls for the Bomford Hawk 6.5T. I hope that video was okay, and I've got some chewbacca socks on. Catch you later.